Hey, Damon, do you think anyone noticed we were gone?
No, I'm not sure anybody remembers us at all. We're not remembered enough to be forgotten.
How profound and sad. At least 2020 is over?
On that wonderful note, greetings and stuff. Sorry we were gone so long. We intended to take a break for the holidays. We took that break, and then our hardware went down, so we had to get it repaired, and our break was longer. Anyway, we've only got a couple more episodes of Ultra Despair Girls. We figured we would attack this apology, and thank you for being patient with us on to the beginning of the next one. That was a really long sentence.
It's fine, Damon. Let it go.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep this brief because I'm pretty sure there's more Monokumas dropping around. We are near the end, but just because we're near the end doesn't mean the plot isn't still twisting and turning. So march to the end. Let's do it.
We're the Bittersweet Gamers.
Right, I'm the opinionator.
Are we squared? Let's go!
We gotta get Byakuya on the roof, who I assume we still can't get to for whatever reason.
Well, we have to get the key for Monica first.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Smash up the building or something like that. There ought to be some way, but it doesn't matter. Kotoko's involved in some way, and we've got to get to the Excalibur! I sound so sure of myself. Okay, let's go for real.
And here we come!
He's here. Master Byakuya is nearby.
Is it the smell, or is it the red string of fate?
Huh? How do you know?
It's the red smell of fate.
I can smell him. His aromatic, sweet fragrance is getting stronger.
Okay, just don't start talking about nipples, please.
You mean his BO is getting stronger?
No, it's his... it's his antiperspirant, which happens to smell like mace. At least, that's always what I smell every time I get near him.
Don't say it like that. It makes it sound like he smells bad. But... then again, a smelly master is good too. That itself is a reward for us.
Huh?
Us? You're including me in this?
Oh, you're her friend now. You're in deep.
You should take it as a compliment, but...
Anyway, there's no mistaking it. He's close. But first we have to get the key. I know. That brat called Monica has it, right? But before we go, let me nourish myself.
You go do that.
Okay.
Looks important?
Ah, the throne room.
For some reason, this room creeps me out.
It should.
I guess they used this room as a war room. Probably made it creepy for ambiance. Pretty blunt if you ask me. But I guess you can't expect much from kids.
I love how Toko is giving an aesthetic critique of this room.
Wow. You're mean. I'm glad you're on my side.
Because she's never mean to you, Komaru, right?
That's a backhanded compliment. Maybe there's a hidden room behind that throne.
Billy.
Of course. There's always a hidden passage behind the throne. Everyone knows that.
There's a bomber Monokuma. They're talking about secret passages, and there's two obvious doors.
Oh, okay then. In that case...
like a knockback should get him into that, right? Okay, there's one.
So it really was a hidden room.
Oh, good spot.
Well,
Do you think Byakuya could be in there? This is exactly the kind of room where he'd be hidden.
Yeah.
Huh?
Toko, wait up!
Well.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Of course.
Well, stop it. Creeping me out.
Yes, face away. We are intimately aware of your detection methods now. There we go.
Looks like there was a hidden passageway, too.
Geez, secret rooms, hidden passages. Definitely a gimmick a kid would think of.
I'm sorry. You must be embarrassed by my whole but I'm just so tired now. For some reason, I feel really sleepy. Thank you for everything. Please get along with the new kid, too. Ah, that was fun.
Saki has realized the end of her life has approached. She has made peace with passing on, and I'm pretty happy. Look, I still wear socks that have holes. For a little bit, anyway. When the hole gets too big, then, that's the end of it. It's just the end. Death. That is what socks ought to do, is die.
Oh my.
No, I'm actually wearing nice socks right now. They're really good cold weather socks. They're in good shape, sturdily constructed. I still hate them. I'm just saying I'm not blinded by my intense hatred. Do you think they bought it?
That'll do, David.
What? Kameko, the stink bug?
Well, there's only one person left.
It's weak like its owner, and it smells like it too, but it can use stink gas on you? Are you telling me that the only person precious to Toko is a bug?
That would appear to be the case, yes.
I thought it would have been Byakuya. Well, Toko? Oh, nothing?
I guess we gotta turn it in first. All right, time to backtrack.
I wonder if that's how it works.
God, I hope not.
This one's different from the other one. It's really dreary. This ladder, it's pretty suspicious.
Huh?
Master is inside a storage room. What kind of storage room would be up a ladder?
We had to mess with the ladder with all the other kids' rooms.
Yeah.
Well, let's just check it out for now.
But the side path!
We'll get to the side path in a minute.
Oh. I think I know whose room this is. Ah!
These are all photos of Junko and Ashima.
I'm looking at all of them, just seeing. They're just the regular sprite expressions, but
On different backgrounds.
pretty amusing.
Huh? This person is Junko and Oshima?
Despair!
She's different than how I pictured her. She looks like your typical trendy teenage girl.
That in and of itself may have actually been the problem.
What are you saying? Do you know how many people have died because of her?
Well, it doesn't change what her basic appearance looks like.
Sorry, you're right.
And more importantly, this creepy room. It's like a cult headquarters. What happened?
Take a look at this. The girl in this photo with Junko. It's Monica.
I see. No wonder. She has a wicked face.
Really? Looks like a normal smile to me.
Well, if there's one thing Toko knows, it's, wickedness.
You aren't wrong. So, doesn't this really just say that I'm miserable, nobody understands me, and I'm full of anger and hate, and so the only person I like is the only person that actually understands me?
Yeah?
Forget despairism or whatever. Isn't that all it actually comes down to?
That's what it boils down to, yeah.
That just makes it creepier. Posing with Junko and Ashima and smiling like this. The way this photo was placed here, I'd guess this is Monica's room.
How does she get up there, though?
Maybe that's why it's special. There's like an attachment for her wheelchair to up the side rails.
Maybe.
No wonder she wants to be the successor. She worships Junko from the bottom of her heart.
Or, like I said, she's faking being unable to walk.
Right. That's very possible. I initially thought that made a lot of sense. But didn't somebody say something about how she got hurt?
Well, Nagisa said it, but why should we trust anything Monica told to Nagisa?
Fair point. It could be either, though.
Yeah.
But don't you think it's a little strange?
What do you mean? Don't tell me you're still on about that ghost or whatever.
No, but an opportune time to bring it up.
If you're curious, you can question her yourself. I thought Master would be here, since this is a hidden room and all. But I guess not.
Not a fairy tale. I never expected my mother would abandon me to my father, someone I never met before. I never thought something like that could happen to me, meow. If this were a fairy tale, the main character would tie the knot with the prince from somewhere.
And of course you're the main character, right? Why is that? Isn't everybody the main character of their own lives? But that doesn't mean you're the main character above other people.
But I know this is reality, not some silly old tale. The only thing I can do is sigh. Selfishly do their business, selfishly give birth, and then to top it off, selfishly abandon. Such pathetic characters. How splendid. Ah, right. Speaking of splendid, all of my new family is so splendid too. The attitude they have towards me, the outsider, is far too obvious. When I say a joke, the room freezes.
Splendid.
When I smile, they make a face that says, "You don't deserve to laugh." They're so amazing. It's so splendid. So splendid that I want to die. Just kidding. No, seriously. I was kidding. Just a joke.
I don't doubt that her life is miserable. From what we could see with that, it seems so. But it doesn't really seem as miserable as the other kids, does it?
Right?
I mean, her own suffering, not to belittle it, one person suffering more or less than another doesn't make another person's suffering or grief
More legitimate?
or any lesser. But compared to Kotoko and Jotaro and Masaru,
Right.
I'm not even sure how well it holds up compared to Nagisa, but we also don't know the whole story.
Like maybe she's got something that extends out of her wheelchair and clamps onto the sides and just wheels her up.
Maybe. I can't tell. The other ladders don't have anything extra on them.
Well, this one does.
That's a creepy door. Like future
My
sci-fi
intuition says
door.
we're almost at the highest level.
So does the map.
You're surprisingly correct. That spiral staircase must be connected to the roof.
Anybody can figure out that you're at the highest level, you dummies. What a lock!
This door is locked.
No doubt about it. Master has to be on the other side of this door.
The smell is overpowering.
Huh? You're not gonna lose your composure this time?
I find it hard to believe that Genocide Jill couldn't hack that door to pieces.
That's a good point. As far as what Komaru is saying, Toko got that out of her system already, maybe.
You're not gonna, like, cling to the door and cry and shout and make ugly faces?
She seems so disappointed.
Well, it's true that I might do that, but it's weird hearing it from someone else.
Also, she's not ugly, she's below average.
When your purpose lies just before you, sometimes you need to be as calm as a corpse.
That's a creepy example.
Anyway, I'm not going to have some half-assed reunion now, but a full, joyous reunion later. And when that happens, I'll cry and shout and make ugly faces at Master's arms.
Seriously, the voice actors for Komaru and Toko are really good.
Yeah.
Kind of better than expected.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure he'd be okay with that?
Probably not.
There's no way he'd dislike it. Jeez, you don't understand men at all. You need to be in love. A woman in love is the most beautiful woman of all.
I'll try to remember that.
Like, we're going to open the door to his cell and he's going to be like, "Can I have someone else rescue me, please?"
To be fair, he'd say something like that no matter who it was.
You're right.
What's up with that weird color on the door?
Ha! Oh, that's the door we came in.
We're brilliant!
Brain muscle strong?
About Makoto Naegi. Big Sis Junko, aka the goddess, was killed by Makoto Naegi. Or, herself, actually.
Well, close enough.
Makoto is super cool. He overcame tough circumstances with the power of hope and obtained the future they wanted. He even makes the boys' hearts race. There's no mistaking that each and every one of you will admire him, and a super cool guy like that absolutely has to be killed. We were led to misfortune by Makoto Naegi, so we have no other choice. Pigs who kill others for their own interest deserve to be killed by pigs for other people's interest.
What?
That was brilliant, actually. Pigs who kill others for their own interest deserve to be killed by pigs for other people's interest. My admiration for the craft of this line is high. It's also, of course, completely self-contradictory.
Oh, naturally.
Which is why all of this boils down to this is what I want, and I get what I want. A.
Well, that's the Toa symbol.
Yeah, why A? I understand it says Toa right beneath it.
Huh, it's a good question. Hey!
It's it! This huge airship is the Excalibur!
Good thing it's docked right now.
Does that thing even fly? It looks like a floating hotel.
Oh, it flies.
If you think about it, those old-timey Zeppelins look like floating hotels too, don't they?
Yeah.
Attached to, like, tons and tons of explosive gas. Like all hotels.
Whoa, that's a lot of them!
Woo!
I saw that get paralyzed
Nothing but
ready.
chumps. Let's end this.
You've got 3, do the big one.
There we go.
And now everyone is dead.
Don't get in
Yeah.
my way!
Wow! Okay, you've got 3 again, so just aim and...
Bam!
Really, these never get old. And just in a second, you get the battery.
Oh, have to actually hit a button.
No, I thought I was gonna give you 2. Oh well.
Maybe it's because I'm not Komaru.
It's like right in front of me!
What the?
Kamaru, this is the last time you have to put up.
Is it really the last time you have to put up with it? Okay, try to get him. Don't worry. Okay, in that case, just go dance knockback on all of them. Like, don't worry about anything else, just dip and the knockback. You don't gotta aim, you don't gotta do nothing. You need to just kill him, right?
Oh.
Like, you just quickly bat, double tap him down. Because then there's no screwing around and the enemies all die. Let's see, him you can hit with something. Because you... No, you get the one to your right, that guy. Right, okay, you dance that guy. Yeah, okay, then you get there. Yeah, there, now you knock him back, forward.
Well, I was gonna...
I don't care. No, well, I guess you kind of missed, but that's all right. I'll shut up, but I'm just saying. You've got this.
Yes, I do. I definitely have it now.
Okay, just don't worry, and make sure to kill some with it. I only say all this because of the giant hesitation that you often have.
Ugh, so damn annoying! Enough already!
Woo!
No, you Jill this, period. Okay, now you've got 3, so you aim at a cluster and hit him with the biggest. My tactical advice will be useful one day. Perhaps today is that only day. and then just try to not get shot.
A little tired. Are you all right, Toko? Yeah, of course I am. Worry about yourself.
Okay, now right here, you want to not worry about using the small hits, like the small specials. You want to make sure to build up to 3 so you can blow up like a big amount of enemies, you know?
Yeah. Especially since I got a DC boy here to build it up on.
Okay. That doesn't make you move faster, dude. Okay. And if there's any more, you'll just have to use Komaru. Yeah. But instead, you jilled them all to death so beautifully.
Finally, we're free of interruptions.
All we gotta do now is get in the airship.
Then let's hurry and end this.
Okay, 1 left.
Hey, Toko.
What?
A lot of terrible things happen to me in this city. And I have a lot of bad memories.
And now she's gonna say good ones too.
I'm so happy that I was able to meet you.
Why are you saying this all of a sudden? You can say that stuff after everything's over.
But Death Flag!
You're right.
And see, that gave us a great idea of how big it is.
Yeah,
Alright, this has gotta be the end, right?
it has to be.
I'm sure that girl Monica is in that huge hall all the way in the back.
Huge hall all the way in the back?
The one where they put the handcuff on her and dropped her through the trapdoor, that sort of thing.
I guess this is where we were when Nagito gave us the test.
Memoirs of Monica. I really love Big Sis Junko. So much that the word love isn't enough. I love Big Sis Junko, who shined light upon Monica's world. If only I could see her one more time. If only that horrible day never happened. Monica will do anything it takes. Monica will cut her wrists. Monica will drink poison. Monica doesn't need her eyes, ears, nose, or mouth.
Monica is a stable human being.
But yeah, I know. No matter how many painful things I do, no matter how many shameful things I do, it won't change the facts. Monica will just end up hurt and ashamed.
But why did Monica think that hurting herself and inflicting shame on herself would ever make things better? Like, why was that what she came to?
'Cause I'm a stable human being.
Ah, of course.
I know that. Monica knows that. But because I know that, without a doubt, Monica feels lonely and sad and empty. I just want to die. I know. That's why I feel hatred. That's why I want to kill them all so bad. That's why I thought of the idea of the successor. Just a little bit more. Please, just a little bit more. And the world will know despair once again.
I'm just saying, qualitatively speaking, where's the suffering? I'm not saying she didn't have it.
She doesn't really show it the way the others have.
She's just saying I'm really sad and lonely, which I'm not saying that doesn't matter or that's not suffering, but like when Nagisa himself admitted that what he went through wasn't as bad as what the other kids went through and was kind of like a little ashamed of that. But that didn't mean that what he went through wasn't awful.
Right.
But like he was aware. Well, it just seems like Monica went through less than Nagisa did. Well, getting into a suffering battle is stupid, but it just goes to show Monica's pathetic.
It's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. It's my fault I don't know how to buy alcohol properly. It's my fault that I cough when you smoke. It's my fault. And that's why Dad gets mad at me. I'm sorry for making you look like the bad guy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm the one who's at fault, and I'm sorry I made you look like the bad guy. Please don't throw me away. Please stay with me. Please keep being my dad.
The complexity of grief. Maybe it would have been better if he didn't feel like this and felt more angry instead, but...
Emotions aren't so simple.
Yeah. There is no doubt, however, that the reason that it got so bad is that he bottled up the hate. I don't know. But you know what makes me mad? Even a worthless, irresponsible, delusional piece of human trash like Masaru's father had a son who was begging to stay with him, and his father threw all that away. And that's what's pathetic. What would it have been like if he hadn't? If he had to just be like an angry, self-hating alcoholic, at least he could have not taken it all out on his son.
Yeah.
His son would love him for it. Meh. But that's what grief is, isn't it? My invention. I'm the Prince of Inspiration. The strongest land animal is the hippo, whose closest modern-day evolutionary relatives are dolphins. It's decided the skin is 4 centimeters thick, 4 whole centimeters. That's about the thickness of an omelet, and an omelet means power. I got it. I totally got it. The sadness I felt was really just not having peace of mind. I'm sad that Mommy hates me because I am not at peace. Huh. No wonder he became the priest.
Yeah.
If that's the case, it's simple. If I don't want to be sad, all I have to do is change the peaceful place. I just have to believe that being hated makes me at peace. If I can do that, even when she tells me to die, I will always be at peace. I've heard that there will be clear weather after a typhoon, but I don't think they were talking about families. The more Mommy hates me, the better it makes me feel. Now I can stay by Mommy's side forever, at peace.
It's that these kids still love their parents in spite of everything that makes me so mad.
Nagisa, wasn't it Nagisa who said that the problem that they had is that they couldn't abandon loving their parents?
Yeah.
I remember saying at the time, if only they hated them.
Yeah.
Then it would have just been a straightforward relationship that you see all throughout human history of sometimes there are people who's like their parents whose kids hate them.
Yeah.
Then they wouldn't have had to twist themselves into these weird places, you know? There's just no question how terrible his mother was. Another of Toko's novels, eh?
Huh. The Family from the Day Before Yesterday. Author, Toko Fukawa. Oh, that's it? Okay.
I guess Toko's the one who's going to tell us about this one. So, this is also your book, huh? Yeah, what Billy was saying is right. Why isn't there any synopsis written here?
I'm sure you wouldn't know this, but that's not rare among pure novels. With a name as prestigious as mine, you don't need a summary to move units.
That makes perfect sense, actually. You do have a serious name. I had believed that she was the ultimate writer, but no, she's the ultimate writer. Like, she's an experienced, prolific novelist.
Yeah.
A real one. And so once you get to a certain point, people are buying the name and they want to be surprised. And the people who are the audience for quote-unquote literature are going to expect that they will be. So
yeah.
But because this is written by a friend, I at least want to know the synopsis. What's it about?
Okay, as a friend, I'll tell you.
I can control you now.
Since you're listening to the author herself, you better clean your ears and listen carefully.
Wait, oh, well, Actually, never mind. It's fine. Continue.
Don't mess with me!
What's the problem? Calling me a friend like that, then snatching my moment away from me, you sadist!
But it's not like that. I just think that maybe because it is your book, I should go into it cold when I read it.
Well,
That's the case, I guess I understand, but you should be more clear when you speak.
Well, first I had said something and then I changed my mind.
You startled me so much, you nearly made me forget the idea for my next book.
Well, that's not fair. Oh, you already have an idea for your next work?
isn't that obvious?
Who do you think I am? I always have more than 200 ideas in stock.
Really?
I just haven't decided which idea to use.
Well, maybe it would be fun to write about your own experience, like in this town. Wouldn't everybody who likes the type of novels you like love to hear about your adventures fighting killer robots?
You're right.
Isn't that what your books are about?
Write about my own experience, huh? I've heard that advice before. But I've already decided not to write about this town. Or maybe I should say that even if I do end up writing something, I would never publish it.
I'd want to read it, though. A novel about this city written by you. Like a novel written about me.
About this town and about what happened to you, I'd rather keep it a memory. A memory just for myself.
No, that's wrong!
Huh? Wait, what?
What I mean is, it's not just your memory, it's both our memories together.
Right?
You're an average idiot, but... Your hairstyle is weird.
I knew it.
Jeez!
It's not weird. My antenna is charming and really pretty.
Oh, maybe that's how you keep getting possessed. You're tuning in ghosts with your antenna.
I thought you were actually going to say something nice to me. She did.
Not in 1,000 years, Baka.
But you made me happy.
Huh? Did you say something? I wasn't listening.
You didn't hear me? I said that you're an average idiot with a weird hairstyle and a brother complex.
Really? I heard you say you made me happy.
Oh, you manipulative little...
Don't mess with me!
What? So you did hear me?
Cute. Very nice. There's no way I can let him be disappointed. I'm the worst. It was a horrible result. I feel so worthless I want to die. Why am I like this? Why can't I just be better? Father had such high hopes for me, but I couldn't meet his expectations. Not even once. It was all meaningless just because I wasn't good enough. It was stupid of Father to expect so much from a worthless fool like me. Why am I me? Why wasn't I just born better? Why am I not the child Father wanted? But excuses aren't gonna help me now. Only hopeless idiots fritter away their lives with self-hatred. I don't have time. I need to work even harder. I need to live up to Father's expectations. It doesn't matter how high they are. I don't want to disappoint him. Never again. I'm not exactly in the same boat as Nagisa. Rather, what I mean is, I generally get him, and I understand his way of thinking, and it makes sense to me and seems really natural, and that's one of the reasons that I sympathize with him so much. Just that. I get it. Well, just that. Sometimes you have fictional characters that you wish that you could just talk to,
Yeah,
because it's like,
you relate so much to them.
there's some people it feels like you could get through to, and isn't that what fiction is really all about and all for?
Yeah, kind of. What makes me cry the most? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Ha! Got it in one. There are tons of reasons tongue twisters are hard to say, but I think a lot of it comes from having to suddenly start another consonant sound.
Well, that's it, yes.
Humans are weak to sudden changes. I dislike sudden things too. Old men just suddenly start talking about it. Mommy suddenly starts crying. Just thinking about it makes my tummy squeeze. Why do I have to feel like this? I'm fine with normal. I don't need to sparkle.
So you're saying that she never even wanted it? Well, I guess she didn't. She's the person who really doesn't like to talk about her little ultimate time.
Yeah.
She never wanted it in the first place.
Mommy tells me it's too late once you're old. Mommy says youth isn't eternal, but I didn't even want to start. Youth might not be eternal, but I'm sure knowledge is.
Well said.
But I can't say that to Mommy. If I say something like that, Mommy would cry. Even though it hurts, and it's scary, and it makes me sad when the old men are gentle to me. Making Mommy cry hurts more. So I might as well just be gentle all the time. If I just hold in a little pain and fear and sadness, Mommy doesn't have to cry a single tear.
And look how well it all worked out. These parents,
I'm not sad that they're gone.
neither am I. They are the worst. Like I've said plenty of times before, I'm really not advocating patricide, but wouldn't these kids just snapping and killing their parents have been better than what they did to?
Yeah.
With extreme difficulty and great regret, I say, it is not really a loss to this world that their parents are gone. As much as I blame the children for what they have done, as much as I think that they should be held responsible for what they have done, I do not think they are scum. I could never approve of what they have done, but I do not think that the Warriors of Hope never deserved to exist. They're not the scum, their parents are. Because their parents are the ones
Who created them?
who frittered away the love of their children in service to some worthless bullshit. Duh. And last one.
Well,
Based on the achievements, I think we're good. All right. Now that we've got all the collectibles, that's it, right?
yeah.
Jeez. The atmosphere in here is practically screaming final boss fight.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, even Toko agrees.
Toko? We're gonna be alright, aren't we?
We've come this far already. Don't go freaking out now. They should be scared of us.
You're right. Yeah, I guess you're right. After all, we're a powerful team.
That's true.
Wait, powerful team? Can't you think of a cooler name than that?
Tokomaru!
No, not just some dumb fusion. How about the Ultra Despair Girls?
Well, then you think of one. You're the ultimate writing prodigy, after all.
Yeah, you're right. I'll think of something after the happy ending.
That's how writing works.
After the happy ending.
I guess it would be Ultra Hope Girls.
Yeah.
No, that's maybe kind of lame too.
Hey! So you finally decide to show up, huh?
I'm not really interested in listening to what you have to say.
So slow! This isn't a manga! It shouldn't take a whole year for a day to pass!
What exactly are you trying to say?
A black Monokuma?
I am reminded of Slam Dunk. There was one episode of the anime in which 3 seconds passed off the clock. It was a really good episode, but still 3 seconds.
What is he? He looks vulgar.
Hey! Fuck off, Four Eyes!
Oh, well, he is vulgar.
I wouldn't expect some pasty four-eyed emo chick to understand my charm! I get no respect.
You do get no respect, and you will continue to get no respect from either of us.
Yo, I'm so baller, if a professional musician ever came to my concert, they'd retire the next day.
Okay.
I'd make them choke on the haterade, and you're gonna be choking too when I'm done with you.
What is this thing? Blabbering on with its nonsense.
Does it have an AI like Shirokuma?
Did you say Shirokuma? So you know him, huh? How's little bro doing?
The more important thing is, why do you know him?
Yeah.
Brothers?
Well, he's like a brother. We bear folks stick together, you know. But that ain't important. Don't you think it's strange, huh? Weird?
Yeah?
I'm talking about why Monica ain't here. To tell you the truth, it's nap time for little Monica.
Nap time?
Oh yeah, she's still a kid after all. She wore herself out being all hyped up.
Uh-huh.
What is this?
If you're brave enough chicks to disturb her nap, you can always try opening the door.
Which door?
Hell if I know. Monica made this little trap to keep out big mouths like me, see? If you open the wrong door, blammo! Instant death! Hello, nasty!
Okay, let's talk to you to get some more information. But once we've gotten all the information out of Monokuma, let's just shoot him with break.
I like that plan.
But if you leave her be, she'll sleep for like 3 years. Now what you gonna do? Hurry, choose! Damn it, you're making me impatient!
Shut the hell up.
Kamaru, you've seen that Monica kid before, right? So what do you think? Any idea which door she would choose?
Rather than choose, it's more like which would she even be able to access?
Unless there's a trick.
Yeah.
But it can't be that simple. He said it's a trap, so it can't be easy.
Yeah, you're right.
Are you sure? If you solve this quiz, you won't get to hear all the bitchin' lines I worked on.
We must solve the puzzle.
I'm about to solve the puzzle.
Well, okay.
Okay, I'll talk to him. I can't talk to him.
Okay, we'll hit him with break then. That's what I thought. All right, now here's the thing. Yeah, that's a ramp. She could get definitely to the first door or the second door, but then it wouldn't be a trick, right?
Right.
But let's go look at that ladder and see if it looks like the other ladders.
It doesn't.
The title of Voice of a Generation hasn't been taken yet, so I think I'll take it. Thank you.
Okay, enjoy. All right, well, that doesn't have the same things on the side of it
Uh-huh. Which,
that the other ladders did.
that's true.
But then how would we... So even if we could eliminate this one, what about the other two?
Well, let's go up the ramp and see what.
Yeah, we can examine as
Damn
well.
it! I can't get these copyrighted songs out of my head. I'm bugging out.
Surely we can examine without making a choice.
Well, we did just save, so let's examine.
Victory!
Oh.
And that's the end of the third arc.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay, so I guess that is make your choice. Well, we
Okay.
didn't think it was that one in the first place.
Right?
So in that case, I guess you just climbed the ladder.
Yeah.
Gee, I thought they were gonna be like, let's take a look at this door.
That's what I thought too.
The thing is, there's nothing that differentiates the red door and the green door,
Yeah.
and we expect a trick anyway, so it has to be the blue door. There isn't anything that differentiates the red and the green, right? And
No.
neither of us expected it to be the red. We just thought it was going to be like, look at this door, it's on the bottom floor.
Like get hints or something.
Yeah, well,
Damn
why
it!
are you running
I
up
can't get
here?
these copyrighted songs out of my head. I'm bugging out.
I was gonna see if maybe this was like stairs instead of a ramp to see if that might have differentiated it. But no, the knobs are the same length.
The title of
Same
Voice
height.
of a Generation hasn't been taken yet, so I think
I don't care.
Come on, stop taking this so seriously and help me come up with ways we can combine together.
End your own life, you stinking worthless bear.
There we go.
Yeah, of course. Because indeed, nope. The only time we ever heard anything about it
Good morning! Good morning!
was from stuff Monica said.
Yeah.
There's no reason we should have ever believed that she was
She stood up.
handicapped.
Yeah.
Monica is standing.
And that's why we kind of called it immediately. I think you called it in like 1 second. the thing is that's not like some type of genius to see the future. It's just like, it's how stories work.
Yeah, it was so narratively obvious.
Maybe not obvious, but
Huh. I thought that's Haiji's line.
to be fair, I tend to actually like overthink it. I'll see the obvious thing and I'm like, that's so obvious that it can't be that, right? And normally nothing goes that far.
Yeah.
Zero Escape did. Zero Escape like twisted it in quite a few different ways. Anyway.
I knew it. You can stand. Your legs aren't paralyzed.
Oh? Would you look at that? You're totally right.
And you were like that from the beginning, right? You just pretended to be disabled.
Don't tell me. You saw my secret room, didn't you?
So that was your room. I saw the photo of you and Junko, so I figured that was your room. But something didn't add up. To even get to that room, you have to climb up a ladder.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way you would make a place like that your room if your legs were disabled.
I see. So that's how you figured it out. You might have a stupid-looking face, but you sure are pretty smart.
I wish it just would have looked like a regular ladder though.
Yeah.
Because it had the extra stuff on it that no other ladder did. It made us wonder, well, I guess it could have something to do with this, but it's better to grab the low-hanging fruit than to use an AK-47 to blow off the top of the tree.
That was an analogy.
But why pretend that you're disabled?
For the pity, maybe?
To garner sympathy and manipulate people.
Because pitiful children are the most powerful, don't you think?
Yeah.
Huh?
Monica's home life was terrible. She didn't feel like she belonged there. But Monica was more brilliant than her brother or her father. And they hated her for it. But then, I thought of a way I could counter their neglect and cruelty. All I had to do was become a pitiful figure. Then, I would have the whole world's sympathy. The wheelchair was inconvenient, of course, but thanks to the act, I acquired much. I even acquired the Warriors of Hope. And Papa and Big Brother were a little nicer to me, too. They thought they were the reason I ended up in a wheelchair, so they really pitied me.
Yikes.
You tricked everyone all this time.
You're the worst. You're more awful than all the other kids.
She is?
Maybe. But to survive in that horrible world, I had to be. When Monica talks, everyone freezes. When Monica smiles, everyone stops smiling. For Monica, the outsider, the eyesore, to survive in that house, she did what she had to do.
I want to ask you, the Papa and Big Brother you mentioned, are they from the Toa family?
Of course, because blah blah narrative.
Right.
Oh, so you know that much too.
See, Toko? It wasn't a hallucination. The ghost was real.
We don't need to focus on that right now.
It's a coincidence. Delusion and fantasy with a little coincidence mixed in.
It's true. Fantasy and reality overlap sometimes. I'm so desperate to make my fantasies real. That's why whenever I think about the girl I like, I strip her naked in my mind and pose her.
Monica, please tell him to shut up.
Okay, now's not the time for that talk. Silent mode.
Thank you.
The only time you'll ever get thanks from us.
So you're the one who made Kamaru come here by using that skinny white-haired boy, right? Why would you do something that could compromise your own plan?
My plan? Oh, you mean the children's paradise.
No, not that.
Well, personally, I don't really care about that. Monica has a much more important job to do.
Does it have something to do with the successor?
Yep, that's right. The successor is the most important thing to Monica. And for that plan, I wanted you to come this far, Big Sis. After all, you are essential for the successor.
Well, the way she phrased it seems like that Komaru might not be the successor herself.
Oh, here I thought you'd be taking something of a victory lap.
Well, I don't want to get too far over my skis here. When she actually confirms that Komaru is the successor, then I will do a jig.
Huh?
Just what I'd expect from the little sister of the ultimate hope. You're so impressive, Meow.
It very well could just be something as simple as, I must destroy the ultimate hope in order to become the ultimate despair, much like how the ultimate hope destroyed Big Sis Junko.
Yeah.
Completely different than when I first met you. Now, you have the face of a savior.
Savior? Komaru has the face of a high school girl you'd find anywhere. But who cares about any of this? Hurry up and hand over the key to Master's room.
Key? Monica doesn't have anything like that.
Don't play dumb. Hand it over.
I don't know why she didn't just destroy the lock.
It's fine.
Like I said, I don't have it. You want to strip search me to make sure?
You
Don't say that.
so vulgar.
Monica doesn't mind. But weren't you guys in a hurry? You want to break this controller, right? You want to stop Mr. Monokuma, right?
Is that...
I like how it has a cartridge in it.
Monica Toa, Chief Executive of Toa Group Robotics Branch.
Executive?
This is the magic that Monica invented. And as long as Monica has her magic, Monica can control the Monokumas and the Monokuma kids.
Aha. She did say she was brilliant, after all. I guess the reason that they're all Monokumas, then, is because Monica was so influenced by Junko. Not that this is where they came from in the first place.
Right.
You're the one brainwashing them too?
Huh? You didn't know that?
This idiot brat slipped up. In that case, I'll make you hand over the controller by force. And after that, I'm going to make you hand over the key to Master's room with even more force.
No, I don't think that's possible. After all, I have a trump card.
A trump card?
Yeah, her giant robot.
A super big, awesome battle robot the Toa Group Robotics Branch created. That is Monica's masterpiece. It's so much better than the other Warriors of Hope robots.
Isn't it Big Bang Monokuma?
Wouldn't it have to be?
So, Mr. Kurokuma, I leave it to you.
Oh.
Hell yeah! Leave it to me, Monica!
Excuse me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought Kurokuma was going to fight us. Oh!
There's... I wish I could easily read that.
Right?
So it's a Gottai Robo, eh? Yeah, this doesn't look so good. It's just got too much of a last boss feel.
And she's broadcasting it.
Like, no good aesthetics at all.
Of course,
Black bear,
that's what you're
white
concerned
bear?
about.
Hell nah! I'm my own bear!
As expected of a final boss, this one's different than the other robots. Now let's do our best with the Boom Boom and beat this thing with a kablam!
I agree!
Well, that's not how I would have said it, but nevertheless, I am feeling pretty fired up. The blinking part looks suspicious.
We'll keep that in mind.
Komaru, let's end this.
That's right. Billy, let's end this. Pause. We are done. The next episode's probably going to be the final one.
That's a good point.
So it'll be as long as it needs to be. Look forward to it, guys.